Welcome back to another After Dark, everyone. Hope you all are having a good night so far. Hope you guys had a wonderful day. All right, so I wanted to check out this video. This wasn't a request or anything, but I wanted to watch this video from Commissioner Dynamo. This one is titled NBA Cup 2025 was behind a paywall. And excuse my voice, you guys. I was kind of partying the other night, and I lost a little bit of my voice. So, yeah, it is what it is. You can probably tell on the earlier video today, my voice is a little off, but that's all that's going on. Anyways, you guys, I did watch this game. I think the cup is still kind of a dumb idea. It's not that I think it's a dumb idea, because it brings exciting basketball, but it's so early in the season, and it kind of means nothing. So I really wish there was a way to, like, I don't know, give this a little more meaning, because the format is great. You know, one win for it all, moving on to the next round, one win in the championship. It is really cool, and we get to see these players play really hard. Now, so this was a matchup between the Spurs and the Knicks, and Wemby was on a minutes restriction. They were winning the majority of the game, but the Knicks came back and whooped their ass in the fourth quarter. Really exciting game, really competitive. If you guys can watch it on a playback or something, I highly recommend it. I ended up watching it on, Cody, because I'm not paying for all these like 1,000 services to watch these games. But yeah, I don't like that it's behind a paywall, and that's going to be the theme of this video, because a game like this, yeah, I totally agree. Like, shouldn't this be out for the public to see? Don't you want better ratings? But anyways, let's see what Commissioner Dynamo has to say about it. Yeah, guys, like the video if you could. Hit that hype button if you could. I'd appreciate it. And as always, the original video is going to be linked in the description for you guys, okay? And shout out to members. Let's do this, huh?
Before I begin, I want to say congratulations to the New York Knicks. I was not rooting for you to win, and I salivated at the thought of your downfall because of you shoving a Tim through our hearts last playoffs, and because of how revolting this was. Animal behavior.
Yeah, well, you can't. Why is he doing that on the hardwood, man?
I'll kill them. I'll kill them all.
I saw some Knicks fans especially elated after what Wembanyama said about the Knicks prior to the game starting. For the most part, I saw nothing wrong with what he said, but I understand why they're angry.
They don't play a brand of basketball as sophisticated as the Miami Heat or the Thunder.
This is how he's saying y'all hoops look like in New York. Y'all pronouns are hunter-gatherer. Ooga booga hoops. I don't mean it all. I really don't.
But like, the physicality is top in the league, so it's a very tough team to play against.
You're not even qualified to be even dealing with me.
You say everybody not qualified.
You definitely not.
Both OG and Annabelle. I can't talk today. He and Jalen Brunson had big games for the Knicks and were able to come back from a 10-point deficit. From what I've heard anyway, as I couldn't watch this game because it was on Amazon Prime, as have been a majority of the NBA.
Google Cody, Kodi.
Cup games thus far.
I know a bunch of sites you could have watched it. Why didn't you ask me? You should have asked some people.
I know. I tried that, but you see, it's kind of hard to do when you lose access to internet.
Oh.
I've had to use alternative viewing sources several times this season, but I don't like doing it. I like keeping things above board. I also don't trust these sites. More than a few of them kept saying there were unhappy MILFs in my area and giving me jerkmate links. I don't enjoy this. I want to be able to turn the TV on and watch the game. 1 to 2 button presses, no changing servers, no buffering.
Yeah, I mean, me too. If there was one NBA, I mean, the stupid thing is there is an NBA app. What the NBA app should be is a place to watch all the games. And if we have to pay for it, we have to pay for it. You know, fine. I'll pay a reasonable amount of money, but you got to give me all the games. Every game I got to have access to. And then I'll pay you some money. Until then, if the Pirates are doing it better, sorry, man. You know, you got to make your service better than what the Pirates are offering. If not, you're fucked. You know, that's how Spotify broke through. That's how Netflix broke through in the beginning. And now they're starting to slack, and the Pirates are coming back.
Simplicity. the finer things in life, but Adam Silver makes it so I can't indulge.
There's a huge amount of our content that people can essentially consume for free. I mean, this is very much a highlights-based sport.
I hate you, Adam Silver, so much, dude. Listen, back in the day, I mean, you want a big event like this, a big sporting event, it should be on regular TV, like, you know, NBC back in the day. It was on NBC, not the Peacock app, on NBC, Channel 12. Like, the reason you do that is because everybody with a television can access it. They can access it for free. So you're getting the viewership, you're getting the ad revenue, all that stuff. But putting it behind a paywall, like, why do you want the majority of NBA fans to miss a big championship game like this? I don't understand. But I do, because there's just that much gambling money involved in this.
You know, so, you know, Instagram, TikTok, you know, Twitter, you name it, any service. There's an enormous amount of content out there. YouTube, by another example, that is advertising based, that consumers can consume.
I can't watch the full games on YouTube. I can watch old classic games on YouTube, but that's also not coming from you guys, the NBA, even though it should be. Like, why aren't you guys doing it? Put it out, monetize it. We'll watch it.
How he wants you to consume basketball nowadays, with that bullshit that's at the bottom. You see that? That's for engagement for little kids. I'm sure a lot of you have seen YouTube shorts like this where there's buffoonery going on at the bottom that has nothing to do with the thing that you clicked on it in the first place. TikTok slop. It's ironic how that platform is called TikTok, yet the majority of people on it can't tell the time by hour hand and minute hand.
Yeah.
They can barely even look at a digital clock and know what time it is.
It's peak brain rot, isn't it? And who the hell's watching NBA games on TikTok, on their phone, you know, on Instagram? Like, come on, dude. Like, we have TVs. Let us use it. Just, never mind. Just do the NBA app right, dude. You already have all the infrastructure. Just do it.
The entire point of the in-season tournament was to generate buzz for a regular season that hasn't mattered for over a decade.
Yeah.
Historical viewership lows were the problem. The in-season tournament was seen as a solution. I, for the most part, see the NBA Cup as a positive for the NBA. An adolescent positive. Not a full-grown adult, but with tweaks, it can get there.
Yeah.
But what in Larry Bird's leggings is the point in creating a tournament whose primary function is to drive up engagement from...
And then put it behind a paywall. I know, man. I know, Commish. It's... Yeah, I don't get it.
Fans, if that same engagement is placed behind a paywall. If it were a couple games, okay, I still don't like it, but I understand it. You're trying to shop these other streaming services. That's part of your media deal. But to put nearly every single game of the NBA Cup behind a paywall? How on earth is anyone expected to watch and keep up with these games without shelling out hundreds of dollars for multiple different streaming services? In this economy? If Le Billionaire is resorting to using Stream East, there is a problem. And how many times has the NBA cracked down on illegal streaming? They would rather put effort, resources, and brain power into that exercise rather than trying to solve the problem that even caused fans to jump ship.
And the problem is pirates don't pirate because they just feel like pirating. Pirates pirate because you're not giving them access to whatever it is that they're trying to do. People will pay money for a good service, but if you absolutely you do this crap, you split it up between like 5 different apps and all this, no one can keep track with that. We want it all in one place. And if the pirates give that to us, we're going to use it. The idea of eliminating piracy, this is what Gabe, what's his name? Gabe Newell from Steam, the guy from Valve, any gamers out there, you know how big this platform is, and his mentality and his has always been pirates pirate because you're not giving them a choice. But if you basically build something that's better than what the pirates are offering, they will always come here and pay, you know, because basically it's like ethical pirating at that point, you know. So you make a good service, which Steam is an amazing service, and guess what? People aren't pirating games like that. They're buying it on Steam because it's a great service. But with the NBA, man, you guys are going the opposite direction. Like, I never thought I'd be doing this just to watch basketball. Like, my whole life, I've been able to access basketball games. It's just a regular part of life. It's sports. Now I can't, and I have to get creative, and I don't like that.
In the first place. My technical difficulties and power outages aside, what about those that have access to zero amenities to consume the sport of basketball? How are they expected to tune in? How can they develop a love for the game when the game does not love them back?
Yeah.
More teams, more streams, more hoops, more load management, more blackouts, more technicals. And did I mention more gambling? There's no such thing as too much gambling nowadays.
But you see, no kidding, Kamish. So we have the League Pass here. Why can't this just be you get all the games in one place? Why pay for League Pass if they're not going to give that to you? That's the whole idea of League Pass. Give me all the games in one spot so I don't have to think about it. If I know there's a Suns game at 6 p.m., all I have to do is load up the app. Boom, one app. And I know I'm going to get it right there because I paid my bill. But you can't even do that, yet you're still charging people for the League Pass. That's where you're losing everybody.
Days. Do you see how grimy this practice is? Word on the street is that you want to watch NBA games, so we're offering you this exciting opportunity to gamble your life savings away. And for 3 months, we'll give you access to most of the games, not all of them. But don't win too many bets or else we'll restrict your account. Wee, the Knicks won the game I can't watch. Hooray. My grandmother, numerous times so far this season, asked, what happened to the Pistons playing? I thought they were supposed to play. I kept hearing about this and that. I was like, oh no, they're playing right now. She's like, why didn't you tell me? Because it's on a streaming service that we don't have.
Yep.
Upon hearing said news, she becomes frustrated as the Pistons are doing so well and we can't keep up game to game. There's games being put somewhere where I have to go and put in an email. I have to go and sign up. I have to go and pay for the. Yes.
Yep.
That's how
reality.
Things are now. Because that's good for business.
Right.
Just not yours, the fan, but the NBA's. Need I even say the obvious?
How are regular fans gonna like, okay, it's Tuesday, especially when they start putting games
where
on.
do I go?
Well, like, cause sometimes the game's gonna be on Peacock. And like, it's not gonna be on NBC. I think that's a huge dilemma for the NBA.
Guess what? They don't care.
I agree.
They got
took
so
the
much money.
I don't think they give a about the fan.
NBA is the only league that plays 48 minutes. I am a fan of 4 10-minute quarters.
Brilliant idea as always, Adam Silver. Let's make the games that we already can't watch even shorter. The NBA product is simply not handled in a...
You know what would make it shorter? Stop calling so many defensive fouls. Let them play on. I've been watching more games this season, and that's a huge time sink. It's just non-stop free throws. Get rid of that. That'll cut the game time down by like 35, 40 minutes.
To the fans. Chuck calls the NBA Cup embarrassing, lamenting how the only reason the tournament exists is to make players more money. I'm not so hung up on the dollars aspect of this as it pertains to players enriching themselves even further. There's some qualms I have about that, but I'm more angry and upset with the fact that the tournament even has to exist in the first place because players simply did not give a damn. We had a lesser product, lesser effort, lesser engagement from the millionaires that we watch. The NBA Cup is a glorified shove to NBA players. If the ratings were booming, this tournament wouldn't need to exist. And while the ratings have started off great this season, to ignore the previous 10 plus years of mismanagement and ineptitude would be highly disingenuous. Similar to how a player can play terrible 20 straight games and has one game that they managed to score in double figures and aren't a minus to their team. He's finally rounded a corner. Haters are in shambles. Your brain is in shambles. If your girl cheats on you for...
You talking about Bronny James or something?
3 straight weeks, but doesn't do so in the final week of the month, she's faithful? I won't deny credit where credit is due. I will acknowledge some good things here and there, but show me an entire season of you maintaining a great and easily consumable product with ratings to boot. And then we can have a conversation about my take or anything I previously said aging like milk. But that would require critical thinking, and that's something that many people are allergic to nowadays. Games of this level of importance should not be locked behind paywalls. Yeah. I get the idea is to lure fans with the best you have to offer, but the rate at which the NBA does it only serves to further discourage fans and lead them to illegitimate services. But if you feel differently, I'd love to hear what you have to say. If you think I'm wrong, by all means, don't hold back. Join my Discord if you're interested. Link in the description as well as other socials.
I'm going to join your Discord and talk trash. I'm just kidding. No, man, I agree with you 100%. The thing is like, it's like they're treating apps as though they're channels. You know, like that's how we used to get all of our entertainment, is channel surf. But the thing is like you can like pull up the menu and you can see where the game is and just click the button and you're there. Now it's like you have to open up like 4 or 5 different apps just to see which app is going to have today's game on it. It's not the same process at all. It's like 5 times the work. And by the time you get there, you might consider doing something else with your time, you know? But I don't know. I don't like it personally. And I'm probably never going to like it. I believe apps were supposed to make life simpler. So if you have a NBA app, the NBA app should have the NBA games on it, and all the stats, all the play-by-plays, all that stuff for every game, all should be on the NBA app. Now, if you want to license it out to other companies like Amazon, NBC, and all this stuff, you could do that. But it's still got to be under contract that it's always going to be on the NBA app as well. Sorry, but then you get to like split revenue like that too. So you're still getting these contracts with these big ass companies, but then you're also monetizing your own product on your own app as well. I don't see the problem with this. You're still making money. You might even make more money. I don't know, but having it so it's so split up like this, I'm not a fan. And I gotta tell you the truth. Here's how it's backfiring. Okay, I actually have Amazon Prime. I do. But you know what? When the championship game was on, I didn't want to go through the process of figuring out what streaming platform it is. So I opened up my Kodi app and I watched the game from there. So ad revenue wise, they just lost ad revenue because it's so complicated, even though I already paid for the service. That's how jacked this is. All right. Anyways, you guys, I'm out of here. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your comments down below. Did you guys watch the game? What'd you think? Because I mean, I know it's a negative topic here, but the game was actually a really good game. And it's just unfortunate how I had to watch it. But anyways, guys, I'll talk to you guys in the comments, all right? Peace out for now, guys. Like the vid on your way out if you could. Go check out Dynamo's channel. Subscribe to my channel if you want more content like this. And most importantly is to be water, my friends. Peace out.